Hey sunflowers, it's the Homesteading Kontessa, and I'm out here just relaxing in my backyard, drinking my coffee and checking out my chicks. And when I tell you, let's get into it. So happy Sunday, sunflowers. It is a bright, beautiful day. When I tell you, you hear the birds chirping, ain't nothing like fresh air and coffee or tea or just drinking some water. Let's check on Dallas. I'm over here looking at them because I haven't been out here yet. And as I see, they knocked their electrolytes over because they ain't nothing but a bunch of babies. And Dallas being broody. She's off in that chicken coop. Gotta get her out of there. This day 4 for broody Dallas. And when I go near her, she growls at me, and I just fuss back at her. I'm like, don't you be growling at me. But we're gonna have to get her out of that. They say I can take her and put her like chest in some cold water, and that'll give her like a good shock to get her out of that broodiness. And I'm trying to not do it. I'm trying to let her finish on her own. Like I said, she's been coming out and what am I trying to say? She's been coming out and eating and drinking. So as long as she continues to do that, then I'm pretty much okay with it. But, man, this air feels so good. So all my sunflowers who watched my video yesterday, child, that video, I didn't even have the camera on my face half time because I was using my phone. I use my phone because right now, I'm a small time content creator. One day I'll invest in me a better camera, and I was using the back side of my phone because they say the back side of your phone show clear pictures. So and I always like to use the front side where I can see myself, that way I can know that I'm in frame, but it's just gonna take some getting used to. Today I decided to do the front so I can make sure that my face is in the camera and that you guys can see me when I'm talking to you. So I'm just walking around in my yard. I always like to walk around. There's not much happening back here, but it seems like every day there's something different. The girls got a new sign the other day. If you can see back there, it say all the single ladies. So I need to cut like this little unattractive part right here. It's not aesthetically pleasing. This little wire stuff, these zip ties. That's been on my list to come and just trim the long part so it won't look so bad. Last time we talked, I told you the girls had some toys, which are those mirrors over there. They it's like 2 mirrors and some stones and bells. They were playing with it. It's just something to keep them busy while they're in the coop. Let me turn the camera back. Just to keep them busy in the coop, so that way they won't get all bored. Now that they're in the run, when I do let them free range, it's better because they don't really go to my deck where they used to have a poop fest. So they really stay in the yard, and they like to stay close to the run, which I'm happy about that. So, yeah, there's nothing to see over here. This is something that I'm just gonna end up tackling at another time. Last time I talked to you, we talked about fixing that window, which that's fixed. We talked about getting the dragonfly in up. She's up. I told you yesterday, the next thing I'm gonna do is get my shed up. So, all right, I want to talk about eggs. Now, let me go grab one. Okay, so let's talk about eggs. I just collected 2 eggs from Daisy Dukes and Derriere, because right now Dallas is not laying eggs because, like I said, she's going broody. So she thinks that she's going to be hatching eggs. So when they do that, they tend to not lay eggs, and I'm okay with that because we got so many eggs in the kitchen, and that's just part of her breed. That's what they do. They go broody a lot, those lavender orpingtons. Now, so these are the brown eggs, and they come from the lavender amber lynx. Not lavender, but the amber lynx pullets. Now, just if you don't know anything about eggs, let me just educate you. I saw like on social media where a girl said that she just now figured out that brown chickens lay brown eggs and that white chickens lay white eggs, and that is not true. So it just depends on the breed. Now, the breed matter what kind of egg color that you get. You can get green eggs, they have blue eggs, they have like the lavender colors, they have all green, those beautiful shades. They have these dark brown eggs. Dallas, she laid light brown eggs. My amber lynx that are white, these are the eggs that they laid. Now, so that's how you determine the egg color. So the reason why I wanted to do this video, because a lot of times I get comments on my TikTok about leaving eggs on the counter, or I've had even on my YouTube shorts where some people said, you feed your chicken eggs, you know. Now, let's tackle one thing first. Me feeding sometimes my chicken back their eggs. Now, when I feed them the eggs, I don't crack a raw egg and give it to them, because that will encourage the chickens to eat their own eggs. What I do is sometimes you can get a dirty egg, or sometimes for just a calcium boost, I will take that egg and I will crack it. I will scramble it with no salt, no seasoning, no butter, and then I will crumble the shells into the eggs, and I will feed it back to the chickens. This way does not encourage egg eating. Now, what it does, it gives them a calcium boost. Why do they need a calcium boost? Sometimes when chicken lay eggs, they lay soft eggs, and meaning that their shell is not hard enough. So that could be a lack of calcium. There are other ways that you can give them a calcium boost. Sometimes people buy the oyster shells, or you don't even have to give them scrambled eggs. You can just save your egg shells and give them that. So I choose to sometimes give them some scrambled eggs. It's not something I do all the time, but it's definitely a benefit to my flock. I've been raising chickens since I think 2021. So through my research and just seeing the results of my eggs, I get strong shells. The yolk is bright. And everybody who buy my eggs, they love them. Now, when a chicken lay an egg, the reason why you can leave them on the counter, because they lay a bloom over their egg when they're laying it. That bloom, it protects the egg from getting any bacteria inside the egg. Now, recently, because we never stop learning, right? I've learned that you don't even have to wash the bloom off before you consume. I thought that you have to wash them off before you consume them, but it's actually, you don't have to. If you have a clean egg, mine's lay clean eggs because I keep their coop clean, but sometimes, occasionally, they do get dirty. And as I increase my flock, which when I have the 4 chicks that'll be coming out here soon, then it's bound to happen to have some dirty egg shells, and you definitely want to clean those for consuming, before consuming. Now, do that mean just because you don't have to wash the bloom off that you shouldn't? No, to each their own. So I want us to normalize people having the right to do things their way and have their opinion. It's one thing to suggest something because somebody may truly not know. But, after you give your opinion, or even if it's facts, something that you research and you know to be true, if that person doesn't receive it, or they don't respond the way you want to, just leave it alone. You did your part. So the bloom is protective. You can leave it on a counter for up to 3 weeks, unwashed. Now, once you wash that bloom, it has to be immediately refrigerated. Now, you can put this unwashed in the refrigerator, and it can last up to 3 months. So that's the key difference between store-bought eggs and eggs that that are fresh. Now, if you are not a farmer or a homesteader, you don't have your own chickens, You probably like, well, where the eggs come from that's in the store? Aren't those farm fresh? It's a huge difference when you are on a mass scale like that. When you're on a mass scale like that, quality is not always there. It's more about the quantity. So they have, thousands and thousands of chickens, and they're not in the best conditions. They're not in the best cleaning conditions. And the eggs, I'm sure, are really filthy. And the ones in the store are washed because they have to wash them before selling it to you. And a big reason for that, if you would see some of these egg farms and see what the chickens are living like, a lot of them are not even free range. When they are free range, you will see that company proudly say cage free, free ranging. Although mines are in a run that, that is like a cage, they do get out and they get to roam, and they're not packed in there. They're not packed in there with like hundreds of chickens. Right now it's just 3 in that big old metal coop, and they get out, they get to forage, they get to hunt for bugs, they get to eat grass. They on a really good clean diet. I don't give them anything. I'm not the farmer that my granny was. My grandma, with her chickens, my dad said that they would feed them everything from the kitchen. And I'm not knocking anybody who does that. That's just not how I do my homestead. He said that they would, whatever they ate, and they didn't eat whatever's left, he went out there to the chicken. So they had pork chops, the chicken had pork chops. They had chicken, the chicken had chicken. So, and they were free range. I don't even think they had coops. I'm not sure. But my dad said they would have to go out there and hunt for the eggs, and sometimes they would not find eggs and they would be spoiled. So different time period. We have evolved in so many ways now, and I love hearing those stories about how my dad and had chickens and his mom raised the chickens and how they did things compared to how I do things now. That's my roots, and I love it, and I wouldn't change anything about it. But I just really wanted to get on here, kind of chat with y'all, talk about my video yesterday, how y'all seen just my chin and my mouth. But the words that I was saying, they were still true, no matter if you couldn't see my face. So maybe it was happening like that for a reason, so you can focus on what I was saying. But like I said, a bloom. That's the key word for today, bloom. So a bloom is an invisible protective coating that blocks bacteria from getting in your chicken eggs. So whenever I sell my eggs, I don't wash them. When I was a first-time chicken keeper, I did wash my eggs, and I would let them know. But now I don't wash them because a lot of people who buy eggs from me, they enjoy the fact that they can leave them on their counter. They have cute little baskets and cute little displays where they put their eggs on the table, and I don't want to take that joy from them. Now, if they're dirty, I will take like a paper towel and wipe them off, but I try to really keep, y'all see me collect these eggs. I don't want to crack them, but y'all seen me get these eggs out of there, and this is how most of my eggs come out. They come out clean, and if they don't, I'll just wipe them off with a paper towel. And I always tell my customers to make sure you wash your eggs if you see anything on them, so they know that they want to wash their eggs period with like some warm mouth. So they sell like little scrubbers. I said I'm gonna buy me one off of Amazon. I seen these little chicken scrubber that you can wash your eggs, because you don't want to put boiling hot water, and then you don't want to rub it off so hard to where you are taking off your coating. So I hope you learned something from this video, that the protective bloom about chickens being able to eat eggs. Now, I don't feed my chickens any type of meat, but not any like chicken or beef. Their meat is the bugs they eat. I buy them mealworm treats, and then whatever they find here in the yard. So that's what they eat. Well, I hope you guys have a happy Sunday. I'm about to refill their electrolytes because it's pretty hot out here. I'm in Texas, and yesterday I think we reached the 90s. Today, it's kind of shady. I don't know what the temperature is going to be for the high, but yeah, I'm going to give them some more fresh water and just enjoy the rest of my day. I hope you guys be blessed, and I'll see you on the next video. Don't forget to come back and see me.